For over 40 years, Captain Wild Bill Wichrowski stared down the fiercest tempests the Bering Sea could muster, a titan of the tides who steered his vessel and crew through ice, gales, and unrelenting chaos. Yet the storm he never anticipated raged within him, a silent foe that would prove more formidable than any ocean maelstrom. For a man who tamed every beast the sea could conjure, his ultimate fight was against an invisible enemy, forcing a decision that reshaped his life and altered asterisk. Deadliest Catch asterisk forever. His saga doesn't start on the frost-slicked decks of the F/V Summer Bay, but in a place far quieter, colder, and infinitely more daunting. At the close of Deadliest Catch's 19th season, the show veered from its usual Alaskan waters to trail Bill into the sterile, hushed corridors of an oncology ward. The roar of waves and crew shouts gave way to the eerie hum of medical machines. For fans accustomed to Bill's iron grip on his ship, this stark shift was jarring. No longer the commanding captain, he was a man awaiting a verdict that could unravel everything. The camera lingered as Bill, known for his thunderous voice and no-nonsense demeanor, sat in silence, braced for test results. The air heavier than any Bering fog. The doctor's words struck like a rogue wave. "You have prostate cancer, and it requires immediate treatment." It wasn't just cancer, but an aggressive strain demanding urgent action. His life, once ruled by fishing seasons and crab quotas, now bowed to medical schedules. The ocean had been his greatest adversary, but now a microscopic threat aimed to do what the sea never could. How does a man who never flinched in a fight face such news? For Wild Bill, fear gave way to defiance. His first thought was, "I won't quit fishing. I'll keep going until I physically can't." He knew many crumble under such a diagnosis, retreating inward, but he refused to let cancer redefine him or end his career. The Wild Bill legend, forged through decades of peril, would not bow to this. He vowed to fight on his terms, returning to the Bering Sea, where he felt most alive. Choosing to captain his boat while starting grueling treatment was a choice few would dare. He admitted doctors thought he was insane when he spoke of fishing during therapy. Medicine demanded rest and stability, but crab fishing required brutal labor and isolation from care. Yet Bill was resolute, acknowledging the next 4 to 8 months would be brutal. He faced the world's deadliest job while his body was at its frailest, a gamble testing his very core. The treatment was a merciless, unseen war. Bill shared candidly on social media about radioactive seeds, implanted to attack the cancer, and hormone therapy to halt its spread. But the cost was steep. The hormones slashed his testosterone to near zero. For a captain whose life hinged on vigor, this was crushing. He felt the drain instantly, confessing, "The energy's gone because of the hormones." This towering figure was being sapped from within. He shared a poignant reflection. "I've always felt 10 to 15 years younger than I am. But this job and my younger crew made the clock catch up." The treatment saving him was stealing his vitality. Yet through the exhaustion, a new purpose emerged. Bill chose to let Deadliest Catch cameras document his journey from hospital to helm, saying, "It's strange to share this diagnosis publicly, but I want people to see this fight to urge them to get tested." This guarded man bared his vulnerability to millions, turning his struggle into a clarion call for men's health, declaring, "If I can save 1 or 2 lives, that's enough." The captain who once measured success in crab hauls now aimed to save lives, transforming from a rugged mariner to an unexpected advocate. To grasp why Bill clung to the sea, you must know the man. Born in Irwin, Pennsylvania, east of Pittsburgh, he graduated Norwin High School in 1975 and joined the Navy, where the ocean first called him. After his service, the lure of Alaska's king crab riches drew him to the Bering Sea. Long before cameras captured the drama, for 20 years, he climbed from greenhorn to captain through relentless grit. The sea wasn't just his job. It was his life's work. His nickname, Wild Bill, wasn't TV flair. earned in high school through reckless feats like leaping between moving cars or swimming a pool's length under ice. He laughed it could have been stupid Bill then, but on the Bering Sea, it became a badge of fearlessness. Captain Jonathan Hillstrand recounted a tale of Bill's ferocity when his crew sparked a violent brawl in town, hospitalizing locals, threatening to ban his boat. Bill arrived with an AR-15, fired warning shots, ordered hands on a table, and smashed the knuckles of anyone bloodied, enforcing marine law in a lawless world. This was the man who commanded respect through skill and intimidation. Before Deadliest Catch, Bill had lived a full seafaring life. By 2005, after decades in Alaska's brutal waters, he semi-retired to run sport fishing tours in Costa Rica and Mexico. But the 2008 economic crash left him searching as Deadliest Catch. Soared, he saw a chance. Reconnecting with fishing contacts, he joined the show in 2010's sixth season, his intense style captivating millions. Behind the grit, his personal life held its own storms. Married to Karen Gillis, his anchor during his cancer fight, he wrote, "She keeps me grounded and endured so much these past months." He has 3 children, sons Zach and Jake, and daughter Delia. His bond with Zach, a greenhorn on his boat, was fraught. Bill's absence during Zach's childhood fueled tension. Their clashes aired on the show, with Bill sometimes criticizing Zach's resemblance to his mother. In season 13, Zach left for rival Captain Sean Dwyer's boat, escalating when Sean outbid Bill for quota. Their father-son dynamic strained further when Zach faltered in the wheelhouse. Beyond family, Bill leveraged his fame for good, appearing at NASCAR events and fishing tournaments, supporting veterans through the Wounded Warrior Project. As a Navy vet, he took wounded soldiers on fishing trips. A Discovery executive's words, "You'll have a voice people here," drove him to make a difference. Tragedy struck in 2020 when deck boss Nick McGlashan, a sun-like figure, died at 33 from an overdose, a gut-wrenching loss. In season 20, Bill waged war on 2 fronts, battling Bering Sea storms and cancer's toll, pushing to finish the season despite waning energy. Then came a call at sea. Miles from help, his doctor delivered a stark ultimatum. An operation was days away. Missing it could be fatal. His defiance met its match. Faced with choosing his boat or his life, he admitted, "In 40 years, I've never missed a season's end, never walked away." In a raw moment, he gathered his crew, voice heavy, and passed the helm to deck boss Landon Cheney, saying, "I couldn't pick a better man to trust with my ship." It was a leader's act, not a patient's retreat, leaving the sea to fight for his future post-treatment. Bill shared on Facebook, "Numbers are great. I'm cancer-free now." Fans rejoiced, but he admitted, "This fight aged me." The clock caught up, a small price for survival. Yet ahead of season 21, Discovery announced Bill's exit from Deadliest Catch. After over a decade, he chose health over the helm, a maverick of the old guard. His departure closed an era. His story isn't just of sea triumphs, but of courage to bare his soul, seek help, and choose life. His final voyage wasn't about crab, but seizing a second chance. His greatest victory,